And here we are going to relate current drift velocity and current density. And before going to start about this topic, I want to do some small activity for you. Consider this is a cylindrical in shape. It has uniform cross sectional of area of this side as well as this side. Okay. Now so assume that each and every pen is an one electron. Okay. So this is the number of electrons. Number of electrons. What I am going to do in the sense, see, I am going to do keep all those pen here. Yes, still we have some enough space, right? Yes, still we have some enough space to move inside. Okay. So yeah. So similarly, these places are empty. So we can still some more pen we can add it and it make somehow more dense, right? Now it is less dense. Now after applying the electric field, okay, after applying the electric field, assume that this is positive terminal of the battery and this side is negative terminal of the battery. Yes. So all the pens are we are considered as electron, right? So once we apply the electric field, the electrons will shifted in the direction of opposite to the electric field. So now all those electrons are keep it here. Electron in the sense now pen, all the pens are keep it here. Yes. So now what I am going to do in the sense, we are applying the electric field. For our understanding, I am slightly slanting it. Okay. So what will happen? So no pen is coming now. Yes. No pen is coming now. Yes. No. Yes. See, all those pen is not coming in the at a time. Yes. Because each and every electron is still we have, right? Each and every electron will move in different velocity. If you are taking that average of all those electrons, that we are saying that drift velocity, the average velocity of an electron that is moved in the just opposite to the applied electric field, right? And here we now move on to this diagram. So here we have a conductor, right? Here we have a conductor. In that conductor we have two surfaces, right? And assume that there is only one electron in our case. So these electrons are drifted. Which direction? These electrons are drifted. Which direction? So this electron will shift this direction, because here I indicate electric field is applied towards my right side. Yes, towards my right side. Yes, this is for right side. If I am turning back, then it will goes to my left side. And so the electric field is applied in this direction. Therefore, the electron will go that direction. Right? Okay. Now, if electric field is going this side in the sense, similarly current also will move this direction and current density also will move this direction. And the distance between these two surfaces, how to calculate the distance? Velocity into time, right? So Vd is the drift velocity of that electron and it takes delta t times. So velocity in time, that will give distance between these two areas. Okay. Right, and the length of the area, here I wrote Vd into del t. And what about the volume? So what about the volume? So volume, see, this is a two-dimensional view, right? So this is the area and this is the volume. So area in the sense it is a two-dimensional. And the third parameter we have length. So area into length, that will give the volume of this cylinder, right? Yes, volume of this cylinder. Similarly, so length into area, that will give the volume of this conductor. And the number of free electrons which is present, number of free electrons in this volume. For example, here I have made it for number of pens, right? So similarly, it may have number of electrons per unit volume, right? That is n into Vd into del T into A. What is this factor? Volume, right? So this is number of electrons per unit volume. This is volume. Volume will be cancelled. Only the number of electrons we will get now. So the number of charges crossing through that area in time del T. As in that, suppose it is crossing this side. So as we know that Q is equal to Ne. So then delta Q is equal to NAVD delta T into E. Why we should write like that? Because this factor is indicating about the number of electrons which is crossing, right? So this factor is number of electrons into charge of that electrons, that will gives the charge Q, and I is equal to delta Q by delta D. As we know that the current is equal to rate of change of current, rate of change of charges, or rate of flow of charges. Therefore, if you are differentiating this equation with respect to del T, then this del T will be cancelled. Only we will have NAVD into E. And we know that the current density, yes, current density is, this is the area, yes, in that area the charges are flowing, right? So for that, from this area, that is perpendicular. So for that one, we are saying the electrons are moving, right, with this surface, and that surface, if it is perpendicular in the sense this direction, and compared to, if you are doing like that, it will be goes like that. Yes, it is perpendicular. So here we can write the current density is the number of the current passing per unit area, which is also lies in the same direction, right? So J is equal to I by A, that is equal to NEVD, because here we have area, right? That area will be cancelled over by this area. Therefore, current density J is equal to NEVD. So these are the relation between current density and drift velocity. So this one is the relation between current density and drift velocity. Okay, and this one is about current and drift velocity. We have two equations here. The current is related to drift velocity, then the current density is also related to drift velocity.